So as you may have seen, we just got a brand new trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus, surprise dropped on us out of nowhere, and it is probably the strangest and most ominous trailer for a Pokemon game that we have ever gotten. It's in the style of found footage, so you can't really see what's going on too well, making it very mysterious and intriguing and ominous, and it ends with a guy being possibly killed by a Pokemon, so yeah, there's that too. And overall, with this trailer being so mysterious, and with it being so hard to make out what is actually going on, I thought I would go ahead and make a video all about what is happening in this trailer, and what ultimately the purpose of it is, and what it could mean for future trailers and reveals down the road. So as I mentioned, the trailer is in the style of found footage, and it's basically a guy filming his expedition into the Hisui wilderness, trying to document Pokemon and document the region in general. It's interesting to note that he says he is filming all of this on some kind of strange device, which, given the description, could mean that he is using the mysterious Arc phone that we learned about in the trailer prior to this. That is kind of a minor point though, because the main purpose of this trailer is eventually revealed to be the teasing of some kind of brand new Pokemon that presumably is going to be fully revealed sometime in the near future. Based on the very low quality of the footage itself, it's really anyone's guess as to what this new Pokemon is going to be, but there are some things about the trailer that give us little hints that may point us in the right direction. The first conclusion that I think a lot of people went to, including myself, is that this new Pokemon could be Hisuian Arcanine. At a later point in the trailer, we see this person coming upon this new Pokemon and thinking that it's either a Growlithe or a Vulpix. He says that it doesn't seem to be either of those, but describes that it has white fur on top of its head and around its neck, which Growlithe does. However, he also says this Pokemon has round yellow eyes, which Growlithe does not have, or at least those aren't visible thanks to its fur. With these two things combined together, it's easy to assume that this might be describing Hisuian Arcanine, especially because the Pokemon ends up attacking him and knocking him out, or maybe killing him or something. It's not exactly very clear. So that is one possibility. However, after some extra analysis and thought, it's probably one of the least likely possibilities for this Pokemon. And the main reason why this is the case is because this Pokemon is also described by this person who's filming this footage as adorable, and he puts particular emphasis on the word adorable in the trailer, which means this Pokemon is probably more on the cute side, more on the smaller side, and that's just not a way you would describe Arcanine at all, Hisuian or otherwise, since it's such a big and strong and majestic Pokemon. So with Hisuian Arcanine most likely not a possibility, who else could this new Pokemon be? Well, another strong candidate is a Pokemon that has some kind of connection to Snorunt. Out of all of the garbled and mangled footage that we see, one of the very few clear things that we do get to see a small glimpse of is a Snorunt. It is the only Pokemon that is directly identifiable, visually anyway, in this trailer, and that could very well be a hint that this new Pokemon has some kind of connection to Snorunt. The Snorunt itself seems to be in its standard form, so it doesn't appear that this is going to be a Hisuian Snorunt, which also seems not very likely given the amount of attention and marketing that this Pokemon is given. I really don't think something like a Hisuian Snorunt would be given this amount of attention, because Snorunt is just Snorunt. It's not the most popular, significant Pokemon in the world. However, there's also the possibility that this could either be a regional evolution of Snorunt or an evolution to one of Snorunt's already existing evolutions, Glalie and Frostlass. We've already seen Glalie and Frostlass in their regular forms in various other trailers, which means it's not going to be a regional variant of either one of them, meaning that if this Pokemon is indeed tied to Snorunt, it has to be a completely new evolution or an evolution to Glalie or Frostlass. It doesn't seem like the latter will be the case though, because once again, an evolution to Glalie or Frostlass wouldn't exactly be the kind of Pokemon you would describe as adorable. So the only real option at this point is another new evolution for Snorunt, but personally I don't even think this is very likely, because is Snorunt really the kind of Pokemon that would get 3 separate evolutions? That's pretty extensive attention for any Pokemon, let alone the amount of marketing that we can obviously see this Pokemon is getting, whoever it ends up becoming, and I just don't think a Pokemon like Snorunt would get that kind of special attention. And we don't even know if another separate evolution of Snorunt could even be described as adorable, given that its other 2 evolutions certainly can't either. So, as significant as the Snorunt connection seems, I also don't think it's the most likely option either, which means we've got to look a little deeper if we really want to find out who this Pokemon could potentially be. As the man in the footage gets a little closer to encountering this mystery Pokemon, he says that he, quote, wants to go just a little farther in. We don't exactly know where in is, but given that he's exploring the landscape of Hisui, it's probable that he's inside of a cave of some kind, meaning that this new Pokemon could be some kind of cave dweller. If this is the case, this could give us some kind of inkling as to the type of Pokemon this is going to be, and once he finally encounters this Pokemon, he gives a fairly good description of it as well. Obviously, we have already talked about how he described it as adorable, which most likely means it is smaller and obviously on the more cute side, and it also has white fur on the top of its head and around its neck. It also has round yellow eyes, and it has a tail with a red tip. With the kind of information we have available to us, this description could be describing anything. It could be a Hisuian form, it could be a regional evolution, it could be a completely brand new Pokemon. It's really hard to say overall, but given the inconsistencies with the other possibilities we've already talked about, and the fact that this Pokemon is obviously being given significant marketing attention, by the time it's eventually revealed it's going to have basically 2 trailers dedicated to it, I think because of that, this Pokemon is going to be a completely brand new Pokemon that is also going to be at least somewhat significant to this game in some way. At the very least, I think it'll be an evolution or maybe a pre-evolution of an already existing Pokemon, but an evolution seems unlikely because it seems like this Pokemon is, once again, so small and cute and adorable. A very, very interesting possibility about this was brought up in a video also posted earlier today by Birdkeeper Toby, so big shout out to him and make sure to go check out his video on this as well. But basically, there is a cut Pokemon that was originally intended for Pokemon Gold and Silver, but never saw the light of day and has never seen the light of day since, that actually perfectly fits the description that is given of this Pokemon by the person filming this footage. This Pokemon is a very monstrous-like creature, but as you can see, it has white fur on the top of its head and around its neck. It has round eyes. Its first stage is small and could be described as adorable, and from a distance could also be perceived as possibly a Growlithe or a Vulpix. And finally, it also has a tail with a colored tip at the end. This design literally covers all of the descriptors of this new Pokemon perfectly. So based on this alone, it is very possible that the new Pokemon could be a revived or possibly a reworked version of this Pokemon that was cut from Generation 2 over 20 years ago. Once again, a huge shout out to Birdkeeper Toby for bringing up this possibility because it's a pretty ingenious observation, and even if it does end up being this Pokemon, it might not appear exactly this way because oftentimes when Pokemon designs are cut and then revived, they are reworked before they are published and actually put into a game. So maybe we'll see something that looks similar to this, maybe it'll look significantly different. But it's very possible that it could be at least based in some way on this beta design, given how perfectly the description of this Pokemon matches this cut design. So if I had to put an official guess out there, I would say that I think it's going to be something along these lines. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is a possibility, or do you like the idea of it being a Hisuian Arcanine or possibly having a connection to Snorunt? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new if you enjoyed the video. Also, be sure to check out my Pokemon remixes on Spotify because I'm doing a giveaway for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl there. We're going to be giving away some copies, and I am only going to be giving away more as I can get more listeners. So not only does it support the channel if you go check it out, but obviously the music is just fun, and you could potentially win a free copy of the games in the process. It's a win-win for everybody, and I would really appreciate it. With that said though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you very soon with another one, and until then, as always, thanks for watching, I love you very much, and I will smell you guys later.